Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and this is Boxing Unlimited here. And today we're going to be talking about the fight between Lara, Lara, and Errol Spence. What we're gonna say, we're saying who wins if this fight comes up is for the WBA Middleweight Championship of the World Super. So we're asking the question who wins if this fight happens. We're looking at the career of Spence since after his loss, or generally his career generally. Even with that, he has only had one defeat in his resume, and we were wondering what is going on with Spence. At the moment, I think Spence is in a bad no man's land, albeit, psychologically. His fight with Crawford did a lot of damage to him than spiritually, physically, and psychologically as well. That fight brought a lot of things out of him, and he has not had any fights since that period. And we were looking at this fight, and we were saying that if he's challenging Lara based on the fact that Lara is 43 years, going to the 42 years, he will be making a big mistake. Not only him, other middleweight champions, At the moment, nobody really wants to engage or tangle with Lara. Having seen the thing, what happened to Danny Garcia, Zaramenta, well, Danny Garcia is a good experience. He's never been stopped before in his career. We saw what Lara did to him, Lara is a bad man. Let us be honest with ourselves. Focusing on his age will be a mistake. So he should have a tune-up fight. That's what we're saying. He should have a tune-up fight in the middleweight division before moving over there. Because going straight to fight Lara will be a problem for him. It will be a problem in the sense that Lara is a slick boxer, even though his age now is no longer, his movement is no longer as slick as he was. But what he has left in slickness, it packs with power and precision of punches. At precision and accuracy of punches, we saw his fight with Danny Garcia. Gani was nowhere near. Gani, who came on two-weight division and moved up just like Spence wants to do from welterweight. But we'll see what will happen. Spence is a bigger man, no doubt about that. Well, Lara is not a small man, he's 5'9" as well, and Spence is 5'9". But the body marks, as we say, might be the problem. But the problem is that Spence is just coming out of defeat, which has diminished his, not physically though, but psychologically and spiritually, he's no longer what he used. He's asking a lot of questions. He challenged Fondara for the light middleweight division title with the WBC and the WBO titles. And then when the fight was about being made, he chickened out, So he's nowhere near his best. He's psychologically down at the moment. No doubt about that. We'll see from everything. So what we're saying is that should he have had a tune-up fight before challenging Lara or challenging Fondara? I think that will, put a little confidence in his tread and help him, fight better when he fights the real fight. But he's coming out straight. I remember what he said when he challenged Fondara. Somebody said to him, "You just lost, and you should toe the line." And he said, "I don't do lines." So his confidence he was going to get the fight and continue. But from all indications, his mental processes and issues is turned up, and he had doubts in his heart. He's in no man's land. If he fights for Lara now, it will be a big mistake because I believe Lara will stop him, and that will probably end his career, to say the least. Having said that, I have to be honest with you. Spence is questioning his ability. He's questioning so many things. I think he should be rebidding before fighting somebody at the level of Lara. Lara is a dangerous guy. his experience. He's got power now that he doesn't move as he used to move, but he's still sleek, and he's a southpaw who is he's had battles and big battles with the big opponents. In his fight, Canelo, I still give Lara victory there. No matter what you say, maybe the last knockdown actually changed something for them in that fight. But I still think Lara is a masterpiece. The guy from Cuba is ageless. And I think it would be a mistake for Errol Spence to get into a fight straight with him without having a tune-up fight, where he will answer some questions about himself at the moment, because he's got a lot of doubt in his system, and that is not good for a fighter. And his last fight, he lost terribly. He was beaten up. He was physically manhandled by Crawford. And the thing is in his head. He can't remove it from his head. That's what I was saying. He's asking questions because it keeps coming to his mind that, how can this guy beat me? Because I know when the fight was being made and the question was asked, and Spence said, look, the way to beat Crawford is mash him down, push him back, and then you have victory. He has that strength, he has that advantage in weight and height and physicality. But Crawford is a different kettle of fish. It's a different cup of tea. Crawford comes with a lot of movement, a lot of punches, and disguising his main punch, which is the right hook. He jabs you and gives you a right hook. He can knock you out with a punch and stuff like that. So Crawford did a job on him, and since then he's not been the same. Having said that, I would say that I'm not saying Spence is a bad boxer, but if he comes against Lara, and he's doomed for a defeat, and that probably will hurt him more, and the defeat will be even worse than the one the beating he took from Crawford. So we're saying to advising Spence here, Errol Spence should beware of Lara at this minute. Lara is an experienced fighter, let's just use that word, and he's a good fighter, no doubt about that. It's too dangerous for him to fight in this period because he's psychologically down, spiritually down, and it's going to affect his fight, the whole fight. So we're saying that if this fight comes at the moment, at the minute, Lara wins, and he wins by KO. Because Errol Spence is not too sure of himself again, It does happen to boxers sometimes. What he needs to do is to do a soul searching, go back to the draw board and come back with a reason, and then psychologically build yourself up by having lesser fights and then grooming up. There's no shame in it. You're rebuilding. That is all it is. But at the moment, Lara wins by KO if they fight. Do have a nice day and God bless. Please do subscribe to improve this channel. Please do have a nice day and God bless. Bye. Bye.